Alrighty, we're back, folks. Let's go.
Okay, so those of you outside, give me a stability check.
Oh yeah, do you want to bump my stability up? I did spend those 2 points.
That's right, you did. Let me give you those back.
Nice, Grayson. Hell yeah.
Big friendly bunny man. No problem.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Manifesto. Choo choo. Let's go.
Wow.
Oh,
Everyone rolled a 6.
This is the least scary thing we've seen today.
Nobody has a plush phobia at all.
This
Let's
is just a
fuck this
big
dude up.
cuddly bunny man.
This is
What's
the most
there to be afraid
confusing
of?
villain ever.
Everyone just immediately unloads the weapons.
What I'm upset by, as somebody whose character can't actually see this, but you can't tell if he has like monster eyes, and this is like some kind of like lure in like appeasement kind of face, or if that is like the concerned eyes of a person trapped inside of the suit. He looks like he's upset inside the suit with a different expression than the outside of the suit.
That is, in fact, what I was going for. There's a dissonance when you look at his face.
It's very upsetting that the suit looks so happy and the person inside looks not happy.
All right, so none of you are afraid of this guy.
Yeah.
That's good. That means I guess we're technically not in combat as he's slowly lumbering towards Javi.
So he is moving slowly.
Yeah.
yeah. No, so he's coming towards me.
He is taking big, wide, back and forth steps towards you, yes.
Okay, so
This is just his fursuit.
so he already sees me. So 'cause my plan was going to try to sneak up on him, but I think I'm going to slowly approach him, but I'm very cautious that he might try to like grab me or something. So I'm ready to jump or kind of dodge out of the way. But I've got my eyes set right on that zipper.
As you get close, he holds his arms out wide as if for a hug.
All right. So even if he grabs me, I'm dead set on doing this, and I'm just hoping Manifesto or Grayson can step in to free me from his grasp. But I want to go in and just give that zipper the hardest tug I can possibly give it.
All right, you managed to pull that zipper all the way down in one go, and you expect to see someone inside. This is like a mascot costume, of course, but instead, the front flaps of the costume kind of peel away to either side, and inside you see this gross, fleshy membrane that's throbbing and pulsating, full of veins. And there's nobody inside. Give me another stability just for Javi.
We got this.
Damn.
You got this.
No, I knew something was a little off with him, so I was ready to see some cosmic horrors inside.
But now that you're so close, now that you're within reach, he wraps his arms around you and starts to push you inside.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't draw fan art of this.
There's no one inside the suit yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was livid when you guys like, oh, Sam's gonna crawl inside Derek like a tauntaun when this is around the corner.
To be fair, this is better than what I expected, which was that it would be a full-on Akira, we pull open his
Intestines
zipper
on
and
the
then just
floor.
intestines spill out.
I was wondering.
Saw
I was
trap
wondering.
reality.
I was wondering if you're gonna hear Goose scream muffled from inside the suit as all of his organs fall out, and then he just keeps walking over them. We have vivid imaginations.
Yeah.
As
We're
I'm looking
normal
up-
people, everyone. You want to be our friends.
We consume
Like and
normal
subscribe.
media.
So
Right.
You do hear a muffled coming from Goose as you open him up and he starts to push you in.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you resist this, or do you let it happen?
Yeah, no, I was almost gonna spend infiltration to just get right up in there.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah.
You're gonna dive in.
Wait, what?
Grayson
Yeah.
and Manifesto are just watching this happen, just like, what the fuck?
I'm too confused.
He's
Why? Why would he do that?
this is his hole. It was made for him.
So
No.
yeah, I think at this point, I'm kind of trying to figure out how to work with this thing. I feel like if I don't resist it, I can sort of have a free hand, hopefully one hand sort of grasping the cleaver as I kind of make my way in.
All right. Yeah.
At the very least, very out loud, Grayson is like, "Is that Goose?"
It's about the same size.
As much for the benefit of the people in the trailer as for himself.
And I'll say yes with that verbal reaction. That's enough for Man and Jet inside the trailer to hear what's going on. And Man pokes his head out, opening the door. When did Goose get a fursuit?
The door wasn't locked.
No, he just shut it.
Oh.
I totally thought the implication was that like haunted house closed behind us and locked us in.
I also figured that, yeah.
Nope. That's just Goose coming up and shutting it.
Javier just walking up and crawling into him. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, what is happening?
Yeah, what is Jet seeing first? What
I
is
think
his-
you're seeing this from behind. So you are seeing Javier in front of Goose on the opposite side from you, and he's just disappearing into this form.
But it's from behind?
Yeah, you're seeing it from behind.
Behind Javier or behind Goose?
Behind Goose. So you see Javi approach from the other side of Goose, and just like
Oh.
he might just be standing on the other side, really, really close.
Well, I was
They could
gonna
be
say
hugging
like
it out.
I was about to say like I didn't know Goose went that way.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that.
What did you do? Wait, what happened?
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
What?
I open up the bottle of ipecac and just
No!
I dump it on his insides. I'm getting my fingers all up in his intestines and just spreading the ipecac everywhere.
All right, so
I want to be very clear. I did give him the remainder of the medical supplies.
Yeah, yep, you did.
Oh, I can't believe how many setups and payoffs there are in 30 seconds of this fucking story.
That med kit earlier, man, I knew it was gonna go places.
Oh,
Chekhov's ipecac.
so you are
Do I need
you're fully inside of him, right?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, I think maybe like my left leg was just kind of sticking out of the zipper or something. I don't know how the proportions work on this, but yeah, sure, I fit inside somehow. And,
Yeah. And you only go up to his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're dealing with otter space at this point. That's just a hole.
He's
That's
probably
just,
I mean
he goes in there.
he's probably the largest character.
Yes, either him or Iceberg.
Oh yeah.
So you're inside this man now, and you pour that syrup of ipecac in there, and as if traumatized by it, he immediately falls to the ground and begins rolling around with your leg sticking out of his zipper. He doesn't sound like he's having a very good time.
I can't believe Goose was defeated the same way twice.
Coffee is about to get reverse vored, just puked up. What an incredible play.
I mean, he'd get puked up if Goose could open his mouth. Doesn't seem to be able to.
So upset. So Goose is he's on his back writhing with just a mouse leg sticking out of his chest. Okay, well, ever ever the action man, Jet will take the fucking initiative. See, with the obvious problem here, he's gonna try to pull the leg out of this upsetting thing that he doesn't want to process.
Give me an athletics for Jet.
Oh my god.
All right, excellent. You're able to get him out of there, and you see this like yellow bile that is now coating Javi, and it is now pouring out of the rabbit through his only hole, the zipper. It is just spewing forth as he is laying on the ground in pain.
Please go to jail for saying his only hole. I don't know. I'm sorry. Citizen's arrest.
I'm upset.
Javier emerges from his only hole.
You don't subscribe to his only hole?
No, no.
Continue.
Okay. So he's writhing on the ground. Javi is free of him. Mr. Man is standing there.
I got some in my mouth.
No! No! Don't say that!
Man
Theater of
sees,
the mind, folks. Enjoy.
Man sees that Sandals has shown up on the scene, and he looks to Sandals and says, I think you were right.
Oh, you're ready to start listening to me. Help me carry Derek then.
Okay.
And now I guess everyone who's paying attention notices that Sandals is basically dragging Derek Jitters out of the trailer. And is walking basically towards town, not really town, but like whatever other staff facilities there may be, whether that be the stage where we know there aren't any cameras or whatever. It's very for the group, not necessarily in character. Sandals would like to go towards somewhere where maybe there is less attention on talent. Just a thought. So Sandals is carrying Derek Jitters out of the RV, out of Jet's RV, which he has closed the door to.
Okay. Is everyone gonna follow you? You just gonna leave
We're just
Goose here?
Just leaving Goose there.
just disgusted and horrified, and also just sad that it's Goose.
Well,
This sucks.
I'm gonna pop back into the. I'm gonna go into the trailer for a second.
Which trailer?
His trailer, yeah.
The Goose trailer.
So I just popped my head in for a second. I'm like, oh man, maybe I can't believe I was flirting with this guy earlier. Maybe I dodged a bullet.
Oh,
And I just go, and then I go.
We're just kicking him
Wait.
when he's down.
Then I realize, like, wait, does that bear have a huge nutsack? And then I just walk back out.
It's his
What
leg
it looks like.
sitting at an angle.
Oh,
It does look like balls. Oh no.
it's a tanuki.
Javier is taking on Sandals' energy. God, Grayson and Jet were the only ones left.
This is what happens when you lose a lot of stability, bud. I can't help it. Sorry.
Just posthumously shaming his interests.
I'm gone.
Damn.
The man isn't dead. He's writhing on the ground,
I don't
zipper
know what
barfing.
he is.
He should be.
I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm gonna. You know what? I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do. Actually,
I suppose we should find
he doesn't
Miss
have you.
Potatoes.
His dumb plushy hands should be pretty useless at knots. So Jet is gonna take off his ever-present jacket that he's never put on this entire time. His
It
plaid
is strictly
long
a
sleeve.
waist accessory.
And he's going to tie up Goose's legs because he's This,
Yeah, I mean, if he has fursuit paws, that would be hard to undo.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't think he can open that, but I don't I don't want to address this, but I also don't want to kill him, so
Jet knows how to tie knots, is what
the
he's
entire
saying.
yes, excellent at tying knots.
That's a good skill for a canine.
Yep, and this is just an upsetting thing that needs to stay put. We're just gonna find out the hard way whether or not things change back later.
And I'll say, since you have outdoor survival, you actually tie a really good knot.
Yeah. Exhibitionism. Anyway, moving on from this episode.
This upsetting interaction.
Will Goose live?
Oh.
While I was in the trailer, by the way, I used some of those plushies as makeshift towels to clean off as much of the bile, bile as I could. So.
That's a good idea. You don't want to walk around in that. You've gotten the most stuff on you of anyone else this campaign.
You just fall
it's
face
kind of
forward into the
your
plushies
character trait.
and roll around till it comes off. Just defiling this shrine.
I guess as we're walking away, we don't need to reveal what happened, but did my little plan work? Did what I want to happen?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Completely unrelated. Who has outdoor survival? Is it just Jet and Sandals?
I do
Jet and
have outdoor
Sandals.
survival.
You smell smoke as you're leaving the trailer caravan. And you look back and you see it looks like Jet's trailer is on fire.
Oh.
Thank God we're in the desert. Fire can't spread too far, but maybe the rest of those trailers are kind of donezo from now.
So it's very nearby then, because Goose's trailer was next, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But we're far away from it, so whatever.
We're still here.
Jet is
We're all
going to
walking towards town, I
sigh,
thought.
and he's going to go back to Goose.
No,
He's going to-
it won't spread through the sand as long as they're not in the trailer.
The wildfire
it's
has
fine.
already spread to Jet's trailer from where it was before by the wire place. So
No.
Jet has a duty. Jet has a
You're
duty.
misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding. Jet's trailer is on fire. The wildfire has not consumed Jet's
Oh.
trailer. Jet's trailer
Oh.
is on fire.
Okay.
This is a completely distinct. It's a legally distinct, but visually similar to the other fire that we have already witnessed. Goose will be totally fine as long as he's out in the dirt of the desert. Goose will be. He's fine. He's all right.
That said, you did notice when you were tying him up that he is surprisingly lightweight.
Jet just looks at the trailer and is like, they threw out some of those molds. They don't make those anymore.
Zeta Creations shut its doors years ago.
Yeah. There is still a fire uncomfortably close to Goose, so he is going to grab Goose by the feet, where he should be least dangerous, and he's going to start dragging Goose just along the ground back towards town, away from this mess.
You hear the wet undulations of Goose continuing to purge as you drag him, his body now limp.
I guess Manifesto will help carry, so he's not as encumbered.
So upsetting.
I guess Grayson is still going to go over legal papers as we're walking, or
No, he finished that. Catching up with Sandals to probably help with Derek. Sandals, why aren't we leaving? Why do you want to go back into town? I don't understand.
Oh, it's really simple. So I think that these viewers came from the fog. And I don't think the fog will let us leave. As far as I can tell, the further out we go, the more lost we get. We saw what happened when Miss Potatoes wandered out, when Melvin wandered out. they still ended up where this strange story wanted them to be. I don't think we're leaving until we finish what we started.
Jet
or at
hasn't
least
actually.
give them something of what they want.
Did Miss Potatoes wander out, or was she going to something?
We last saw her by
I'm
the
not
lighthouse.
convinced. My car is parked over there. It's only like, it's only a few minutes that way. We could just get in and leave.
You do
Grayson.
have quite a few people to fit in that car.
So, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm not from around here. So let's just go through the logic here. You want to get in your car when we have absolutely no cell signal, no GPS, no ability to contact the outside world, in conditions where we can't see more than 5 feet in front of us. We don't even know where the highway is. And you want to drive into the center of the desert. Mind you, as we all know, this is the only town in any direction for 60 miles? We have no idea what this cosmic, shall we just say, threat is posing to everyone here. We have no idea what the state of the outside world is, and even more importantly, it's the middle of the fucking night in the desert. So you just wanna go do that, and I don't know, worst case scenario, die of exposure?
Guys, here's what's gonna happen. We leave, we might buy ourselves some more time, maybe we can get away from the danger. If we leave, the world is going to end.
I think Sandals looks at Javi and just goes like, he's right. This is serious, Grayson. Everyone here needs to come to terms with the fact that unless we do something, we're not getting out of here.
What do you think you can do against them? You can't just walk up and stab every one of them.
No, I think I don't think you're right. We don't know what we can do, but we got to do something. I'm telling you. I saw something really fucked up in the lighthouse. It's not good. And we need to find Miss Potatoes and put an end to this.
And as you're talking about them, you do notice that there are several viewers hovering around you. Some of them are making little comments, some of them are giggling. One of them hovers down close to Javier, and it makes a request. Let's see. It says, hey, give us danger.
Huh.
Continuing to drag Goose, Jet just responds like, there is no lighthouse. What the hell's Melvin?
Guys, we last saw Miss Potatoes by the lighthouse. I'm going to the lighthouse. You guys coming with?
That's
Sandals?
dangerous.
That does sound dangerous. I think Sandals is like he's carrying Derek, and this is like a moment where Sandals like kind of stops and looks at Derek and then says, I have perhaps different priorities than the rest of you. I would like to make sure our friend here is okay. I do think that chasing after Miss Potatoes is a good idea. But last time we saw her, she was leaving the lighthouse. I don't think that's where we should be going right now. In fact, I think it's more dangerous for us to go that way than it is for us to find others.
So what do you propose? We go to the center of town and see who we can hear? That doesn't
No,
make sense.
I don't think we should go to the center of town. I think maybe we should head to the inn.
You'll get some good rest there.
I'm not sure I follow, but the last thing I want to do is be by myself in this mess.
All right,
I
you know
think
what?
it would be best to find some place to hunker down. That's all I'm saying. And I think that other people have probably thought this as well.
Sandals, I hate to admit it, but I think you're right. And it brings us closer to the lighthouse, so yeah, we can head towards the inn.
I think Sandals is going to look at Javi and he's just going to be like, I think you are maybe the only other person right now that has any inkling of what's actually happening here. And I think like this is like Sandals' version of a heart-to-heart, is he's just like truly game respects game, looking at Javi and goes, I think we need to play by the rules.
At this point, I don't say it out loud, but like in my internal dialogue is that like I understand and respect that Sandals also something really weird happened to him when he touched the lighthouse. It does creep me out a little bit though, because I got the vibe that it empowered him in a weird way. But I'm like, you know what? He has as good of an idea as what's going on here as anyone else. Better actually. So I'm gonna listen to him, and yeah. I think his plan. I'm gonna trust his judgment on heading towards the inn.
All right.
See, we're coming from the bottom left still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say like sheriff's office. We can lock these guys up.
That's true.
That's not a bad idea. We could stop by the sheriff's office. Leave Goose, Derek behind bars, maybe. At the very least, the viewers won't be able to get them in there as long as we lock the door behind us. Now, from there, we can head to the inn and maybe we'll see other people. I know a lot of people were closing in for the night before we saw all this shit happen. There's beds there. There are locked doors, rooms there. At the very least, it's someplace to look.
All right.
Probably just proceeding towards the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
To the
Let's see. Hey, we've already been here, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we have.
This is where we found Jet's paw prints.
Right. America's weird little fascist streak.
Fascism for kids.
Yay. Would you like to know more?
So I guess quickly here, just to get everyone on the same page, our goal here is to leave Goose and Derek in the cells here. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
At least I hope there's cells.
I assume there are cells in the back room.
Or something usable.
Hopefully there's more than one cell, because I don't really fancy leaving them together.
Yep, you remember seeing 3 cells when you were here last. I just did not mention them since they were not relevant to the puzzle.
All right. We are just a horrible streak of slime across the dusty floor going from the entrance to the back room.
You think he's finally gotten it all out of his system now, and by it I mean all the fluids in his body.
Is Goose's plush Sona putting up a fight at this point, or is he just resigned to what we've done to him?
He seems pretty resigned and defeated. He's twitching occasionally, so you think he's some form of alive. There is still the occasional throb at the meat that coats his interior.
I am assuming Sandals can still like feel Derek's heartbeat, assuming everything we did for him worked.
Yes.
Okay.
And in addition to that, you hear this hum coming from him. It sounds like back before phones were on their current network system, if you had your cell phone sitting next to a speaker. Yep, exactly. that kind of interference. You're hearing those noises come from him. It's kind of nostalgic, really.
I think Sandals is going to place him on the cot and just like, make sure there's nothing like technological in the cell. Like he's not gonna leave his phone there. He's gonna take whatever Derek had in his pockets, and like if Derek had a cell phone, he's gonna take it out. He's gonna remove everything that's possibly technological from him, and then lock him in the cell.
Okay. Yeah, on him he has a cell phone. He has a wallet, and he has a DashCon lanyard that his keys are on.
I think that just makes Sandals profoundly sad and empathetic, and he just leaves the wallet in the DashCon lanyard with Derek and just again does the Drew Scanlon meme, just blinks twice, shakes his head, and then closes the jail cell behind him and locks it.
Wait, Sandals, get his keys. We might need those.
Oh, yeah. Does he have any keys on him?
Yeah, there's keys on the lanyard.
Oh, okay. He'll take the keys. He'll take the keys for sure.
Take the keys, leave the lanyard.
Yeah.
Jet is going to prop Goose on his side with the hopes that he doesn't like get Jimi Hendrixed, so it just comes out and doesn't just
Is Goose zipped up yet? Has someone zipped Goose up yet?
He's no longer expelling matter, so you could.
This seems like a bad idea. I don't know if there's upsides to zipping him up. I'm also not.
We don't want his organs to fall out.
I'm not sure what Jet's seeing at the moment, to be honest.
Are his teeth actually teeth?
No, they appear to be hard plastic.
He might be able to talk.
That.
If those weren't sealed shut, he might be able to talk.
They appear to be molded hard plastic where all of the teeth are one piece, just like articulated with creases.
Just a sculpture.
Yeah. They do not open. There is like no jaw mechanism. He is a sad mockery of life.
Jet's just gonna have to prop up the fursuit and hope for the best.
All right.
And then presumably, if there's 3 cells, we've separated them by 1.
You have the courtesy cell in between, like when you go to the men's room?
Interactions might be bad.
Yes, exactly like that, Kaw. That's exactly what we were thinking of.
Yep. Don't want either of them to get nice cocked.
It could happen to the best of us. All right.
And then we lock this in.
It's a lock-in. Everyone loves a good lock-in.
All right. To the inn.
All right. So let's head over to the Good Rest Inn. I don't believe we've been here before, have we?
We have not.
No.
Approaching the Good Rest Inn, you see what looks like a run-of-the-mill desert motel. There are a bit more lights on than there are in most places in town. And you see what looks like the main office, and then it looks like you have to go through there to get to the lineup of rooms. Let's see.
Sandals just walking. Yeah, walking to the front door. You're just walking right in.
All right. Sandals, as you head inside, you see a much more dilapidated building than it looks like from outside. It's dark in here. There's collapsed roof panels hanging down. There's trash all over the place. And there's a crossbow pressed to your throat.
This is perfect.
Damn.
Sandals does not react at all.
That was a
but
good
he
sentence.
like looks out of the corner of his eye and he sees Maven there, and he goes, "Oh, thank God! I was looking everywhere for you."
He doesn't respond immediately. Instead, using the crossbow to prop your chin up a little bit so she can get a better look at you before she cautiously allows herself to sigh as well. Okay, you're not messed up.
No, God, no. The whole group here is, for lack of a better word, fine. Oh man, am I happy to see you. You, look, sorry, that's weird. You look surprisingly great. How is everything on your end?
We're handling things here.
Okay, so there are multiple of you doing okay.
Yeah.
Gonna cut straight to the chase. Met Naomi, she seemed real upset. Have you seen Iceberg anywhere?
I haven't seen Iceberg since the last time I talked to you. Naomi's here right now.
Oh, thank God. Is it like Sandals actually truly is relieved to hear this? He's like, oh my God, okay. He like sighs relief. These are his people. And I think to anyone who's paying attention, it is very clear that he is not putting on a front. He is very happy to see that Maven and potentially Bellamy and Naomi are not super fucked up nightmare creatures.
She got attacked by Dave, but I think she'll be fine. Her and Mikey are in one of the rooms. Do you have anything sharp?
Oh, Sandals laughs. So many things. So many things. What do you need? What are we looking for? Hey, Javi, can you? Sandals pokes his head back out the door. Javi, can you come here?
Yeah, absolutely. What's going on?
Hey, this is my buddy Javi. Real reliable dude. Sandals puts his arm around Javi's shoulder to be like really cool. He's like, so you should have seen this dude. Amazing with a bone saw. Unbelievable stuff. What can we help you with? What do you need?
I need to cut someone's face open.
Oh, well, I mean, at least it's not worse than that, right? And then Sandals just starts walking. Where? Which room?
Follow me.
Okay.
And she takes you into a room nearby with some vending machines and a couple tables. It looks kind of like a breakfast nook, but this place probably wouldn't have actually served breakfast back when it was in service. And
yeah, it's a continental breakfast that's only open from 6 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. and no one ever is able to go to it. Yeah, I follow.
The worst. And in there, you see two additional figures. You see Martin. And you see Bellamy, but he doesn't look very well right now.
Martin's doing surprisingly well for staff.
Yeah. I think Sandals like leans into Javi and is like, "Don't tell him we killed his wife." And then
I nod, right? I immediately nod in agreement. Yep.
Yeah. And then Sandals looks at Bellamy and is like, well, I mean, he was British. Are you sure you want to cut that mouth back open?
Maven just gives you a very puzzled look.
Joking. A joke. Sorry. Gallows humor. I shouldn't be so insensitive. Sandals takes the scalpel out of his pocket and just kind of shrugs very charmingly, extraordinarily suavely.
Wait, we need to sedate him first.
I wasn't gonna just attack him.
Extremely upsetting. What the fuck?
We've been through some really fucked up shit. Obviously, you have as well.
So for the audio listeners, the frog from earlier has been, if you've ever seen The Matrix, where Neo's mouth disappears, that...
So looking him over, it looks like he does not have a mouth and has been scratching at where his mouth should be enough that he has started to wound himself.
Okay.
Oh god, he is starting to look like the "you have no mouth that I have no mouth that I'm a scream" creature.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk right up to him and say, "Hey, I know things are completely fucked right now, and I can tell you're trying to speak. We have some sharp objects with us. Blink twice if you want us to help you with that."
He's like actively crying, and you can hear a muffled throat noise come from him.
Does he have a nose? Does he have any
He has
openings?
nostrils still.
Okay.
Yes. And he is breathing sharply through his nostrils since that is his only means to do so currently. But he is shaking his head rapidly that he does not want you to get close to him with that scalpel.
Okay, Maven, you wanted to get in there and cut it open. He doesn't want it cut open. So we might be at an impasse here.
Bellamy, come on, focus. Look at me. You're gonna need to eat soon. You haven't eaten all day and you threw up, so I know this sucks.
Sandals like speaks up and he goes, remember the rule of threes. All right? 3 hours in inclement conditions, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. And then Sandals shrugs.
Yeah, Maven, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's gonna starve to death tonight. If he doesn't want his mouth cut open, I don't know if we're gonna help you with that. We are very thankful to see you guys here with your sanity intact. But you know.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't need to be right now. We can probably get better work done in a hospital. So we need to focus on getting out of here.
I think that makes sense. But I think we're approaching this from the wrong angle. I think Sandals like looks at the group for a second for assurance, and then looks back at Maven and says, "You're running a pretty tight ship here, it seems. I don't see Naomi. Where did you say she was?"
She's passed the fuck out. She had some Everclear that she got fucked up on after what happened with Dave.
Oh, that's great. So you do have alcohol.
Yeah?
Perfect. We could perform surgery if we ever needed to. I think the best bet we have right now is to barricade this place and hunker down. I think that trying to figure out what the fuck to do in the middle of the night is a real bad idea, frankly. Bad shooting conditions. Can't really take great video here. Can't really do anything with what's going on outside. And as far as I can tell, we're kind of in a blackout zone. You know what I mean? No filming, which is really fucking great for us, if you know what I mean. And I think at this point, Sandals is like looking to the rest of the group like, come on, back me up.
I think
camera's broken.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any cameras on you, by the way? And if you do, can we maybe just destroy them, possibly?
Mine is left behind at some point previously, but with all the scuffling going on, I've lost the camera.
Maven confirms I had everyone break their phones.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Sandals completely just does the same thing, says, show of good faith, picks his phone up out of his pocket, drops it on the floor, and just stomps the fuck out of it. Just destroys the shit out of this phone. And then looks to the rest of the group to do the same.
Absolutely. I'm smashing my phone too.
That's got an older model. And
no camera.
It's
no camera?
I don't know if it's that old. Because it has...
If it has a camera, buddy.
It has access to the group chat. No, the joke I was setting up was that he has an older model, so it's seemingly indestructible.
Oh, that's tough. I would shoot it with a bullet if I had to. I think Sandals is looking at Manifesto and Grayson right now.
It is literally
Grayson
unmarked.
takes the SIM card out of his phone, puts it in his pocket, and smashes his phone.
Oh,
Jet,
perfect, wonderful.
Jet, I've got a solution. So you've got one of those older flip phones. So we're going to do what they do on TV and just break it in half, just at the hinge. And of course, that's going to destroy all of its components because, you know, that's how that works.
There you go.
Mr. Man?
I want to see Javier with his athletic score try.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's
funny
go.
if he couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to snap Jet's phone in half.
Like trying to tear the fucking phone book in half.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you got it. So you manage to get that in half, and as Mr. Man is addressed, he hesitates a minute. He says, "I have pictures on here. They're not backed up." And he has an iPhone, so he can't really get his SIM card out, I don't think.
Yeah, let's see.
Melvin? That's all Sandals says. He just says, Melvin?
He breaks his phone.
Yeah, thank you. And then he looks, Sandals now looks at Manifesto and just goes, "Hey, Manny, how you doing?"
Manifesto is a little bit preoccupied dealing with the viewer who's still saying that he needs danger. Who's been following them around, if that's still the case.
Give me danger.
Who is now still with them.
Yep.
Now no one seems to have noticed.
I think some of you are like still in the doorway and it's like hovering there.
Yeah, so Manifesto is he still has his cell phone around his neck and such, but it doesn't seem to be powered on at the moment. But he's like right now he's kind of like dealing with his pistol and he's like turning the safety off and he's like, "Is this dangerous? What about this?" And he's like aiming it wildly. "Is this dangerous?"
Sandals like looks to Maven and is like, "Sorry, I just need like 1 second." And then walks back out of the hotel to meet up with Manifesto and just goes like, "Man, it would be so bad right now if we were like stuck out here in this desert with like no way to contact the outside world. That would be so fucking bad. That would be so bad." And then he just like jabs Manifesto in the ribs.
Jabs?
Jabs?
Yeah, like with an elbow, like beat beat.
Nudge, nudge.
Coming from Sandals, that's a much more sinister word.
Yeah, it was like everyone's got knives and shit.
Yeah, right between the ribs.
Yep.
Manifesto, though, knows and is aware that essentially that this deception stuff isn't working with these things, that they can kind of see into your heart's intent. He's not the brightest of guys, so he's kind of like, well, he admits like, yes, that is a very dangerous idea to go out there and attempt to resolve this matter as a group. I think that would be a very dangerous endeavor. Please. Yeah.
The viewer is vibrating in anticipation. It wants to see danger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As much as I'd like to hunker down here for the night, I don't think this viewer is gonna leave us alone until we show it some actual danger.
It was lovely meeting you all. Thank you for the invited hospitality. But we need to go run out into the darkness and do something dangerous, as we do.
Manifesto, guys, if you want to wait here for a second, I have an idea. We can head into town and come back here after we take care of something. I have the perfect idea.
Okay. Sandals hearing you two talk about this is like, listen, is this out of earshot of Maven? Sandals will be quiet if it's out of earshot of Maven. Sandals is like, guys, Manny, Javi, just be really clear to put all our cards on the table. Listen, I just really don't want to like fuck this up with Maven here. I think we kind of have like a thing going on. Like there's like a little bit of,
I assumed you were a homosexual.
I think Sandals is just like, that's flattering. Thank you. Not, no, I don't know. I've never thought about that. Listen, she's just, I have a thing for goth girls. Okay. Okay?
Sandals. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not worried about any of that. Luck is on your side. I agree with the plan. I think staying here for the night is a good idea. I don't want to fuck it up. They've got a crossbow.
I'm gonna stay here. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah. So my plan is to go do something to shake this viewer, and then we're gonna come right back. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that for you all. I'm going inside. And then Sandals walks back into the motel and closes the door and very visibly locks it and then makes a motion of like, knock on the door when you get back.
Manifesto like shook Sandals to his core. He had a moment of actual crisis.
If you hear a knock that sounds anything different, then
Okay.
don't open.
Sandals is like, got it. Love it. Gives him a thumbs up and then immediately like walks back over to Bellamy, Martin, and Maven and is just like already integrating himself with the three of them.
When Sandals is coming back, the scene is Jet consoling Melvin over the fucking broken phone and just like, don't worry, man. It's all on the cloud these days, right? He doesn't know what the cloud is.
Melvin also doesn't know what the cloud is, so he's reassured.
Yeah, it worked.
I guess you're right. And as you two are having this conversation, Martin's gonna slide up to you and say, "Hey, have either you two seen Margot?" And Mr. Man cannot help but just like put his hands up over his mouth. What does that mean?
We haven't seen Margot. Sandals says, I will roll for this if I have to. Is there anything I can roll to make this better?
Nothing that you have.
Can I just raw roll for it?
No roll, just sell it to me with your words.
Sandals is extremely... So Sandals' emotional understanding of this situation right now is that the people that we have seen that have been corrupted are not the people that they were anymore. In the same sense, in a genre-savvy zombie movie, someone would say... that's not your dad anymore. In the Shaun of the Dead sense, that's not your best friend anymore. Sandals is fully emotionally and morally separated from believing that whatever that creature was Margot. He was very sincere earlier when he said there is no Goose anymore. No matter what they have found, whatever the Goose now is the Goose thing. Mm-hmm. Margot was the Margot thing. Mm-hmm. So Sandals just very matter-of-factly in the way that Sandals delivers information, in the way that he has always delivered information to this man, in the way that he asked him if they had Moxie, just straight up says, yeah, we haven't seen Margot anywhere.
Hope she's all right.
The last time we saw her was at the diner, and she was working on her whole script performance thing. We managed it to succeed, so that was really the last time we saw her. And then Sandals immediately walks back over to Maven and is like, man, it must have been... I can't imagine what you must have gone through. Things must have been so hard today. What did you see? And just like checks out of the conversation as nonchalantly as possible.
Saw a man with a 4-foot tongue shoot acid.
Mike?
Yeah, Dave.
You usually have to pay
Dave,
for that.
Sorry. They may as well be the same people as far as I'm concerned. Sandals has no idea who Mike is. He's just immediately tries to shrug it off as if he's being suave. Anyway, our friends outside are going to go take care of something. Me and Jet and Melvin here, and then he motions to Mr. Beast and like raises his eyebrows twice, like I'm friends with the talent, are gonna just I think we're gonna just like help you hold the fort down. Is that cool with you?
Yeah. Strength in numbers. It's not like a zombie thing where we need to worry about bites, I don't think.
Yeah, no, not at all. Sandals pulls the gun out of the back of his waistband and immediately is like overwatching the front door to make sure that no one gets in. He's like, I got this. Don't worry. Totally safe under my watch.
All right. Meanwhile, Javi and Manifesto are outside. Where's Grayson?
Inside. He was in the lobby.
All right, so let's check in with the outside people.
I am very interested in seeing what their plan is.
Well, at this point, Manifesto very much trusts Javi's plans. He's very lukewarm towards Sandal's plans, but so far Javi's plans have all been excellent. From stabbing the security camera to the ipecac in the bunny fellow's belly. He's on board to be the heavy support for whatever Javi's little rat mind has in mind.
Okay, yeah, so we're outside, and Manifesto, I think you know just as well as I is that this thing wants real danger, right? There's no bullshitting our way through this. And we obviously don't want to put anyone else in danger, so we're going to have to do something dangerous and risky. Just trust me on this. I think we should head to the well.
The well. Certainly, good idea. I understand that kayfabe alone will not cover this matter.
Excellent, thank you. So I guess we start making our way towards the well.
Fast walking.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So dangerous.
Dangerously.
And as you're going along, that viewer is following you. A couple more join it, and they ask you 1/3, and you can feel it in your chest. Final time. Hey, give me danger. And you realize if you do not do something dangerous soon, something bad will happen. As you arrive at the well.
Okay, here we are. So, I don't know if we want to flip a coin. I don't want to volunteer you for this, because, you know, if something goes wrong, I would feel awful. One of us needs to jump the well. Just run, jump across it. Honestly, I don't think I could make the whole thing, but I could probably, you know, catch the other side and climb back out.
Javi.
Yeah?
Javi. I need to be honest with you. Complete you beyond the character here. I am 40 years old. My legs are not great. My athleticism is, let's say, to be desired. It leaves something to be desired. So I may be on par with you in terms of this, but I do not wish to see you befall harm either. So, point, and I shall do it. And in this circumstance, I guess if that's the dangerous thing,
I think we should flip. I think we should flip a coin. 1 through 3, I'm jumping
Mistakes.
it. 4 through 6, you're jumping it. Are you okay with that?
You can just roll a D2 to flip a coin.
Oh yeah, I forgot this exists.
I just thought he had this cool 6-sided coin.
just happened.
Javi's just like, I have one of these, and rolls a D6.
No, I'll flip a coin. Heads I jump, tails you jump. Are you okay with that, Manifesto?
If you must leave it to chance, then we shall do whatever the coin manifests.
Okay, to break the format here, is that / roll 1d2?
Yep.
I'm so nervous this goes bad.
Yeah, it's.
I'm jumping.
It's a Manifesto, right? Or whoever the.
Oh no,
second
it is
person was.
Manifesto. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 is tails.
All right,
Okay.
Manifesto, you want to give me an athletics?
You have a
The
point.
2 most least athletic people. This shit. Okay.
That's why it's dangerous.
That is why it is dangerous, he explains to the viewers. Fuck it. He runs toward the well, screaming, "Lucha!" Tries to jump the entirety of its width.
Not bad.
Time slows down to a crawl as you get mad air jumping over this well, and a glint from below catches your eye as you soar over it, and you hear a soft voice call up from the well. Dad?
Oh.
Did I make it over the well?
And then you land. You're fine.
Oh, wonderful. All right. He does a little bow, flexes.
Holy shit, Manifesto, did you hear that?
The adoring fans? Certainly, of course. I also heard a child. I think there's a child in the well.
So, at this point, I walk up to the edge of the well, very carefully, of course, and just kind of look down. What do I see?
Looking down, you see the small Chihuahua boy you saw earlier, cowering at the bottom of the well, looking up at you.
How deep does it look?
It's about 30 feet down.
30 feet. Okay.
Little Timmy's fallen into the well.
Is there a visible rope like there is in the picture there?
There is, but it's not in the well, so he can't reach it. So you could let some rope down for him.
Is there rope around here?
Yeah, there's rope hanging off. It's just like outside of the well. Yeah.
Certainly. Okay. And did the viewers seem to like that? Are they screaming a boon?
A boon, indeed. And let me look at my list and see what you get for your boon.
Well, thank you.
A book appears and falls on your head.
What's this?
Looking it over, this might be a book you're already familiar with. You probably own several copies. It's Microwave Cooking for One.
Oh.
Manifesto looks at it for a second, frowns to himself, then quietly hands it off to Javier. Refocusing at the task at hand, he would also lean down, just like reassure the child, like, "Hold on, small child, we'll get you out of there."
Yeah, so I guess we'll tie one end of the rope to like one of the support legs that we can see in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the support moorings. We'll go ahead and we'll tie that. Hopefully, we don't need outdoor survival for that.
No, you should be able to get it pretty good.
Okay.
He's a child. He doesn't weigh a ton, so he's not going to stress the knot that bad. Hopefully.
And he is a Chihuahua child at that.
He weighs like 20 pounds, is what Khan's saying.
You could throw him a great distance.
All right, so the rope, we go ahead, we throw the rope down there, we just tell him to, come on up and such. We're trying to ignore the fact that we have all these viewers kind of hanging around us, or are they kind of dispersing now that we've satisfied the agreement?
No, they're still hanging around you. They're very interested in what you're doing.
Well, fuck that. All right. Hurry up, small child. Hurry up.
He is really hesitant. He looks out of it, but with enough prodding, he does eventually grab and get hold of the rope.
As you will all be familiar with, dog rescue videos are very viral.
This is true.
The viewers love them.
You did the wrong thing here by saving a puppy on the internet.
Well, anyway, we're gonna help. We're gonna pull the rope out so he doesn't have to climb up, because we know how terrible that was in PE at his age.
Yeah,
He has no upper body strength.
Yeah,
he's a gamer. He doesn't have that upper body strength. No, he does. We
I
understand.
shot down to Mikey. Mikey, do you know how to tie a knot?
Like for shoes?
Sort of, I guess. I need you to take this rope, wrap it around your chest underneath your armpits, and to tie a knot. And you're gonna need to grab onto the rope, and hold on to it as hard as you can. I know you might not have the strength to climb out right now, but that's going to get you in the best position for us to yank you out of there. Can you do that?
Okay. It's like one of my Shibari videos.
Why does he know that word?
That's not a great thing for him to know. The ghost of Sandals is speaking right now.
I just look over
Sandals talking to Maven right now, and it's just like, ooh, chill just ran up my spine for some reason. I'm not sorry. I don't know what came over me.
I just look over at Manifesto.
Javier, what a Shibari video is as they help lift him.
I was gonna say, I don't know, man. I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's an anime thing.
Okay.
All right, so you managed to get the poor boy out of the well.
He means futons.
The kind of couch.
It's a funny joke.
Uh,
Got me in a lot of trouble.
You get.
Did you get discoursed?
So we get Mikey out of the well just in time, and he's looking around as if confirming something, and his eyes fall upon a porta potty that's set up nearby, and he sighs and says, "I'm the man of the house now. I should have been able to do that by myself."
Wait, so Mikey, what happened? How did you fall in the well? And are you okay?
Yeah, I was hiding from, well, you know, the thing.
Sure, it could be any number of things at this point. Can you describe what was it chasing you? Was it attacking you? What happened?
You mean all these viewers that are floating around behind us? Is that what you're referring to, Mikey?
A piercing howl sounds out through the night, and it causes Mikey to jump a bit, and he says, "From that."
Okay, I think we should get the hell out of here. Let's, can you walk right now, Mikey? Are you okay to walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here and head back to the inn with everyone else.
Yes,
So-
let's
I'm so
chug
excited.
jug and make our way back to the Motel 8, yes?
Let's do it.
So excited to see.
The tension's building.
What kind of horrible bloodborne beast has the spun out metalhead turned into?
Vicar Emilio's out here.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys head back to the hotel, give me a sense danger roll.
Sure.
Oh, fuck, I don't have any points in that.
Don't worry, I got this, man.
Okay. We can we can't do assist rolls with this. It's just a general one.
Yeah, and so with sense danger, if someone gets it, they can just tell everyone else.
Okay.
5, not bad.
And
Oh, a crit!
All right.
Choo-choo!
You hear the occasional loping of large feet on the rooftops nearby and feel the presence of eyes upon you other than the viewers who are continuing to float around making inane comments at your expense. And just as you're about to approach the motel doors, you hear another howl and look up to see someone silhouetted in the moonlight, hanging from a nearby rooftop. And he looms down over Mikey.
okay.
And that is where we're going to stop for tonight.
There's your thumbnail image. Get your screenshots. Can't get your mouse out of the frame.
He's a fucking licker. That is not what I expected.
Excellent.
I did not correlate the previous comment to being him.
Oh no, what an image.
Oh, what'd that tongue do? Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like this video, definitely subscribe, and please consider supporting Gnollplaying games on Patreon. There is a lot of custom art that needs to be paid for to make these shows possible, and as a thank you for your support, over the next few months you'll gain access to short stories that develop the Cape Escape universe, as well as behind-the-scenes peeks at our upcoming series, Dead Laws.